Magistrate for the City of North Miami. This is a code enforcement hearing for the City of North Miami. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a code violation exists at your property as observed and cited by a code enforcement officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded. Therefore, all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during these proceedings. When your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should come forward to the podium on the left side of the room. When asked, please speak directly into the microphone and say aloud your name, your business or mailing address, and your relationship to the property. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and then the property owner will be given the opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation exists, a violation of the city code exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or for repeat violations, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceeding to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding of fact and/or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matters considered at these proceedings, then the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant. And it is recommended that persons who plan to appeal their case should provide their own court reporter at this proceedings. Pursuant to city codes, if the City of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. Now, if everyone please rise so we can. Join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing after the pledge so you can take the oath. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you are giving testimony in a case this evening, please raise your right hand. If you're giving testimony tonight on the case, raise your right hand and take the oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Please say, I do. I do. Thank you. You may be seated.
Mr. Graham, at this time, do we have any corrections, additions, or deletions to
Yes,
the
we do,
agenda?
Your Honor. We do have a lot of cases that have been complied or will be postponed to another hearing calendar. We'll begin with agenda item number 1, Abdul and Taqdeer Hassan, CEBNP 2012-00090 will be postponed to April. Item 2, Ada Charles and Lucanson Vincent, CEIVY 2013-00040 is complied. Item 4 and 5, Afzal and Sabia Khan, CEBNP 2012-00011 and CELDR 2012-00004 will both be postponed to the April hearing calendar. Agenda item number 10, Albert and Emilian Atias, CEEXP 2013-00004 has complied. Turning to the next page, item 15, Anita Jones, CENUS 2012-00049 has complied. Item 16, Antonio Sanchez, CEIVY 2013-00010 has complied. Item 18, Bayview Towers Condo Association FYREC 2011-00018 will be postponed to June. Item 19, Bayview Towers Condo Association MHVIO 2012-00342 has complied. Item 20, Caridad Properties 1 LLC CEEXP 2013-00005 has complied. Item 22, Erlene and Roberta Lightbourne, CEXP 2012-00247 will be postponed to April. Item 23, Erlene and Roberta Lightbourne, CEMHS 2012-00017 has complied. Turning to the next page. Item 26, Felix Cohen Trust, CEBNP 2012-00109 will be postponed to June. Item number 30, Jamil and Rose Chouette, CEFAW 2013-00002 is complied. Item 31, Jean Guillaume, CEEXP 2013-00016 is complied. Item 32, Jeanette Bose, CETRE 2012-00001 is complied. Item 33, Jenny Lee Navarro, CENUS 2012-00048 will be postponed to April. Item 34, Joyce Megan, CEMIS 2012-00036 is complied. Item 35, Latosha Myers, CEIVY 2013-00023 is complied. Item 36, Leonice and Leon Sanville, CEIVY 2013-00037 is complied. Turning to the next page. Item 39, Martin Wilson Renard, CEOSV 2013-00008 will be postponed to April. Item 40,
Mary Claire Musinik, CEPFY 2013-00007, has complied. Item 42, Ralph and Marion Muchnick, CEBNP 2012-00106, has complied. Item 43, Ramon Jean, CEFAW 2012-00123, has complied. Item 44, Rita and Armando Valdez, CEIVY 2013-00005, has complied. Item 45, Rose P. Blott, CEFAW 2013-00012, has complied. Item 47, Sipern Inc., CEFAW 2012-00126, has complied. Item 49, Silvio Adolphe, CEBUS 2013-00002, has complied. Item 50, Therese Balthazar, CEJNK 2013-00013, has complied. Item 51, Victor Capellas, CEMHO 2012-00074, has complied. Turning to the next page, item number 52, Violet St. Surin, CELDR 2012-00062, has complied. And item 53, Jose Cardona and Yessi Marti, case CEZPU 2013-00002, will be postponed to April. Your Honor, those are the amendments to the agenda. And then 6 and 7. Okay, Your Honor, we are all set. We'll begin with the first case, which will be agenda item number 3838 on the agenda. Luz Enid Rodriguez for the property at 1355 Northeast 133rd Street, case CEFAW 2013-00001. This is a new case cited by Officer Wayne Clark. Come over to this podium. I'm sorry. Opened by Officer Clark on January 6, 2013, and this is to repair a damaged front gate at the property. Good evening, sir. Please state your name for the record, pull the microphone down, and state your name for the record and your relationship to the property.
No problem. My name is Jacob Resnick. I represent JP Morgan Chase Bank. JP Morgan Chase Bank has instituted an action against Luis N. Rodriguez, and I represent Chase Bank in that capacity.
Thank you for your appearance tonight. We'll begin with a testimony from Officer Clark regarding how he came to cite this property. After he's done, if you have any questions of the code officer, we'll allow you to ask any questions and then address the court.
Sure.
This microphone, yeah, please
I think
pull
they're
the mic.
asking you to speak directly
Please
to
pull
the
the
mic.
mic over. Thank you, sir. Mr. Clark, good evening.
Good evening. Wayne Clark, City of North Miami Code Compliance. The property was cited for front fence damage on January 3rd, 2013. The violation was noted. January 7th, sent a violation letter. And to date is the first time that I've heard from anyone in reference to the property. And note also that there are no exemptions on the property information from Miami-Dade County. And this is the first time I've seen anyone representing the property. And just to note that the property at this time is still in the same condition as far as the fence is concerned. I'd like to submit the photos for the records. First showing the defendant.
Mr. Resnick, the photo array is, does this identify the house?
I don't know if it does or doesn't.
Okay,
I can't testify either way.
okay.
It may or may not.
Thank you, sir.
I'm reviewing photographs that have been submitted by the code enforcement officer showing the damaged fence. Turn.
Okay.
Mr. Resnick?
Sure, yes. I have a few things. The first is that, as the code enforcement officer has indicated, and as my client has also indicated, the property is vacant. No one lives in the property. Okay? We have instituted an action, like I said, against Mr. Rodriguez to foreclose out a mortgage.
Has there been a final judgment and sale?
There's not been a final judgment. There's not been a sale.
Okay.
There's still pending litigation going on. My point is that we did record a list pendants in the public records against this property. My firm, my client, did not have notice of this until very recently ago, and my firm did not have notice of this until yesterday when our client alerted us of it. It was not in the public records. We didn't receive any sort of correspondence regarding it. We have not had time to rectify the situation at this point. I'm only coming to today, finding out about it yesterday, I think 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Simply, I'd ask that we have some time to amend the fence, and we'll come into compliance. I don't know at this point if we're going to need a court order to do that. You know, a lot of times we can just kind of mow the lawn and be done with it. Because it's a fence, I don't know if I'm going to need to motion the court and gain permission from the court to gain entry to the property. We'll have to deal with that at a later date. So that's pretty much about it.
Counsel?
I would like to ask Mr. Graham whether the bank has complied with our vacant property ordinance, and we have that information on file.
I don't have that information at hand, and what we do is when the banks voluntarily register the property, then we would have that on record. I don't have that
Yeah.
information with
So,
me at the time.
This
I
is
know-
nothing. This is not directly impacted with this case, but I would like to request that you all submit information with us about a contact person that we can reach, and it's a form that your
do you
client
have the
needs
form?
to.
Can I, or is there a
fill
website
out.
where I
Have
can
it
get
tonight.
it? Or
If you would email me tomorrow with your information, I will pass all the relevant information back to you.
okay.
Right,
You
because anytime we have a vacant property in the city, you may know this, that most cities have vacant property ordinances, and so
Sure.
before we go down that road, we want to kind of resolve that. Now, moving on to this case, I have no objection to giving you additional time to resolve it, providing, of course, that you submit the requisite information about who the property manager is and all that information.
I couldn't tell you who the property manager is. We only know, there is no property manager.
Well, for Chase, don't you all have like asset managers and
Yes.
yeah?
Okay, as far as.
So
okay.
if you can find that information for us, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Because that's the person or company that's going to come and make the repairs. So we need
presumably,
to-
yeah.
yeah.
We're talking 90 days here, 120 days. or-
Oh no. 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah.
Even if I need a court order to do this, it'll take me 30 days to get a hearing date. I got to motion the court.
I mean,
gotta
technically
notice it for hearing,
speaking-
got to hold the hearing.
Yeah.
I have to
Well,
then tell my client
I
that
understand,
they have
but
to come out.
Technically speaking, the property owner is who can only speak here today, not the bank. You've not foreclosed
I
yet.
understand
So I can't even.
that. All right.
So it's gonna be 30 days, and please comply with our vacant property ordinance.
Okay.
So we'll table it for 30 days?
We're not
No.
tabling it.
Postpone it?
No, we're not tabling it.
No. Because the violation runs with the land and not with the bank or the mortgagee.
Right.
And so the violation is against the property owner. So the property owner really has to cure the violation, either themselves or the bank has to do it,
Right,
because
we
you
were
have an
doing it
interest.
voluntarily.
You
Yeah,
have
which
an
is
interest
great.
in the property.
We encourage you to do that. So
That's what we're trying to do.
We're
We're trying to
fine.
work with me a little bit here so I can
We're-
get it done for you.
we're not imposing any fines against the property today,
Okay,
which
great.
would then have a consequence against the bank. So we're not doing that today.
Appreciate that,
All
sir.
we're
Thank you.
doing is we're asking the magistrate to issue an order to comply to ensure that someone is going to mend the fence.
Okay. We'll have a copy of that order, or should I wait for it?
Once I receive your information in email, I will make sure that you get a copy of any orders issued to this property owner.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, don't
care.
go
Thank
away.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your appearance tonight. Okay, so the city is then asking, this is a new case which requires an adjudication, and we would, I guess, ask for the routine time, which would be the
30
an
days?
abatement date of April 2nd with a hearing on April 3rd.
Sounds good.
All right, based on the testimony provided by the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation does exist. I find that, well, given proper notice, we're not issuing a fine.
You can establish a fine should they fail to comply by the abatement date, and that fine would be reconsidered at a subsequent hearing.
Okay, so I will impose a fine of $50 per day to be reconsidered at a future hearing and an abatement date of April 2nd, 2013.
Thank you. We'll proceed to the next case, which will be agenda item number 2525 on the agenda for Exilia Altador for the property located at 13200 Northeast Miami Court. Cases CEIVY 2013-00020. This is Ed Fitzell's case that I believe is being presented by Officer Wilcox this evening. Good. If you would please state your names for the record and your relationship to this property.
My name is Exilia Altidor.
You're Ms. Altador.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Curly Alexis. I'm her daughter.
And what's your name?
Curly.
Curly.
yeah.
Spell that for me.
Kerly. Alexis.
Thank you very much for being here tonight. Okay. This is a new case. You have been citing for having a wrecked SUV from your property.
Yes.
Okay. You received the notice on it.
I did. It's
Okay.
actually my vehicle.
It's your car. Okay. All right. Just a minute. We're going to have Officer Wilcox explain the violation and what you need to do to get this violation resolved. Mr. Wilcox.
Yes, Officer Wilcox, City of North Miami Code Compliance. The property address at the location is 13200 Northeast Miami Court. It's occupied, the property is homesteaded, and there's no life safety violation at the property. This property was initially inspected on February 1st, 2013 during the sweep we conduct every 2 weeks. They were sent out a notice of violation on February 1st, 2013. I have not heard anything from the property owner in reference to the violation. The property was posted with a notice to appear on February 24th, 2013. Code section cited 1019. Wrecked vehicle on private property. I'm going to submit the photos into record.
Yeah.
Ms. Curley, this is your car?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, reviewing photograph of a red vehicle. Photos were taken on this date, 3/6/2013. Thank you.
I'd like to see them if possible.
Miss, is it Miss Alexis or is it going to be Miss Altador?
For her? Me.
Okay,
Miss
which one?
Alexis.
Okay. Do you understand the violation?
I do. I had to finish I had finished paying off the car before I could do anything with it. So I actually finished paying it off on Monday, and so now I have to wait 30 days before I can receive the title. But this Friday the car is going to get fixed, so yeah.
I have no objection to 30 days.
All right, so are we tabling?
Yeah, we can
postponing?
table it.
Okay.
We'll bring this back in.
We are going to postpone or table this case for 30 days. So we're giving you 30 days to make sure that you remedy the violation, okay? And once it's done, please let the code enforcement officer know
Okay.
that the car is fixed,
Okay.
so he can,
How would I get in contact with him?
he'll give your card.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right, the next case will be agenda item 3737. The property owner is Lionel T. Moore, Mr. Moore, for the property at 1055 Northeast 131st Street, case CEIVY 2013-00011. This is a new case opened by Code Officer Fitzell on January 15, 2013, for an inoperable vehicle, a four-door black Lexus with a it says flat tire and expired tag. Good evening.
Good evening.
You please state your name for the record and your relationship to the property.
Lionel Moore, the owner.
Thank you, Mr. Moore, for your appearance this evening. This is a new case. You received a notice of violation from the city. Did you understand what you need to do to take care of this violation?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll have Ms. Christie present the case for Mr. Fitzell. Ms. Christie.
Vita Lynn Christie, Code Compliance, on behalf of Officer Fitzell. This is in regards to a black Lexus that's parked at the front of the property. I do have pictures for the record of the car with display no tags and flat tires. We did visit the property on several occasions as late as about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and there has been no changes. I do have pictures for the record.
Yes, that's it.
Mr. Moore, Ms. Christie showed you some photographs, and you identified this as your car?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. City Attorney.
Reviewing photographs of the vehicle that was taken yesterday, March 5th, 2013. Sir, do you understand the violation?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you plan to do to remedy the violation?
Okay, could I say something about myself first?
Sure.
Okay, besides me having high blood pressure and doing a CAT scan on my brain yesterday and going to see a cardiologist Monday, okay, I'm backed up on a lot of things. I have, my system isn't right. All I'm asking for, and then I have to do 300 hours of community service to get my license straight. All I'm asking for is about 60 days. I'll straighten it all out.
How long is this? When was this first issued?
January.
Okay, I have no objection to that.
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand that the city attorney is granting you the 60 days that you have requested to give you the opportunity to fix the violation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So that would be, is it May 1st?
May 1st.
May 1st, sir. If you fix it, then you need to contact the city code
Do you have a copy?
officer and let her know so she can do a follow-up report and take it off calendar.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a
Thank you
nice
for coming tonight, Mr. Moore.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I'll skip the next one because that's Vito's. The next case will be agenda item number 8. Agenda item number 8. Alain Ducasse and Eleanor Ducasse for the property at 13420 Northwest 11th Avenue, case CEEXP 2012-00258. This case is a new case opened by Ms. Sanders on December 21st, 2012 for dirt-stained walls and chipped paint and a stained roof that needs to be pressure cleaned and or repainted. Good evening. May I have your name for the record and your relationship to the property?
Eleanor Ducasse.
Eleanor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are the property owner? One of the
Yes.
property owners? Okay, and thank you very much for coming tonight and being with us. Ms. Sanders, if you would tell us how you came to cite the property.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a violation for an exterior home that needs to be painted. Showing here that it is a homesteaded property that is occupied with no life safety issues. Upon doing my normal inspections back in December, I noted that the walls had chipped paint and some mildew stains. I've left a couple of letters at the property, and as of today, I have not had any contact with the property owner or anyone from the resident. I do have pictures to show if you would like to see.
Yes, please.
Ms. Ducasse, is this your house?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I am reviewing an array of photographs that have been presented by the code enforcement officer, and the property owner who is present has indicated that this is her property. Thank you. Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Yes, I do. The property had a whole lot going on with it, and I have tried my best to comply to the majority of it because it was more than that. Even to the point where the cars that were all parked there, through them passing, they alerted me that even all the tags were off the car, which that was vandalism. So at the same time, I had the police to write up. I had to put them in the yard because one of them is for my nephew who comes down on the spring break, and they told me I could not do anything as far as correcting his own. So I had to probably get in the yard. As far as the paint, asking for some good extension because right now I'm unemployed and I'm in school. And the reason for me being in school is because right now the court has handed me over a grandchild that for his father is incarcerated due to a car accident, and his mother is deceased in that accident. I'm having difficulty to apply these things right now, and the house was really quick deed to me, so everything is falling on me. I think Mr. Alain Ducasse should cover this. I think it should be forwarded to him. He has just purchased another home in North Miami, so I would like, if anywhere you can forward these to him, because I'm still married to him, and I think I was quick deed to cover all his expense as far as the tax. I had to deal with that right away when it was a quick deed to me, and here's tax again. I don't have the money for that. Also, I had begged sometime when the code officer would pass to please cite him because there were so many woods during the hurricane season. I was afraid for me and my kids. Nobody did anything to him for the past couple years. This house was like this for a long time, and now that it's quick deed to me, I said, good luck. It was quick deed to me in no time. I'm cited with everything. And I really feel like it's really unfair to me because I even asked the court officer when he came to cite me, I said, like, where were you 5 years ago? And even the other one, I was like, citing for those woods because they were to be shipped out to Haiti. And I was like, they need to be moved for my safety and the kids. They were just moved recently. There's still a few buckets and stuff that's piled up. I would like for him to move them also. He's now still residing in North Miami. He does not live at the property, just me and the kids.
Would she be eligible for the, what is it, the city
painting
program?
thing? I tried that as well for the paint, and I went in for that, and they told me, well, you qualify, but I am not qualified because I don't have any house insurance.
Your Honor, through you to Mr. Cuss, how much time do you think you need to be able to take care of the house and the painting and the roof? How much time do you think you need?
For me, hopefully 3 months. But can he, is anywhere he be responsible for some of this? He's living his luxurious life, buying up the homes in North Miami. Can he be forward some of this expense than just me? Because like I said, I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
He's still employed. Can these be forwarded to him?
An issue we can't address here. If the property is now, if you were quit claimed deeded the
Yes,
property.
I didn't know any better.
And you're the sole owner, then again, you own the property. So, but that, what you can get him to do, that's something we can't resolve here. You would have to resolve that in the 11th Judicial Circuit or family court.
Okay, family
You
court.
can't do that
Okay.
here.
So could you give me time to do all of this, please?
Well, you said you'd like
How long
90
would it
days to
take?
be able to do this? This is, I'll again ask Code Officer Sanderson. She evaluated the property, what she feels is a reasonable period of time on a case like this.
In reference
You
to the
have
painting?
the photos that
Yes, I
city
do.
attorney could look at?
I apologize.
And then I made a big mistake also, because when I thought I was chipping, I went and pulling some, like to make it easier when time to paint. So if I knew that would have been, I probably added more to my headache than to get cited, because the paint was really coming off.
We have a paint program.
Yeah, I already
She doesn't
applied for that paint
qualify?
program because I have no
There's no
insurance.
insurance in the house. They won't do it.
And so I was turned down for that. I have to have house insurance. And like I said, this was quick deed. If I knew it was going to be all this headache for me, I would have never signed those papers.
As Mr. Graham has indicated, you have certain issues that you'll probably need to take to the family court, take it up with the family court. Giving everything that you have listed in terms of what you're going through and what's going on, right now, we will grant you the 90 days to give you an opportunity to fix the situation, and hopefully we won't see you back here in 90 days because you have resolved the violations. But in the event that it's not resolved, we expect to see you back here in June, on June 5th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll send you a notice on this case. You do have, however, one additional case, and we will read that into the record this time. Agenda item 9, same property and owner, case CEIVY 2012-00252. This case was opened as a new case by Ms. Sanders, also on December 21st, 2012. And this is for a 4-door white Cadillac with an expired tag on the side of the property that appears to be inoperable. Okay, again, would you state your name for the record?
Yes, that's my car, and unfortunately, that's the cars that I was saying that all their, someone peeled all their decals off of them, and the officer had written that up because he came past the same time, so I had him to do that. Now that I have everything straightened out, it's just that my alternative is going and the unemployment. I'm getting ready to sell the car. That's what I'm trying to do, and that will be off the property sooner than hopefully a month.
Okay, Ms. Sanders, if you would just give us the basics of your inspection of the case and any photographs you've taken.
Okay, Shannon Sanders, City of North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer, as already stated by the property owner. This is the case for a derelict vehicle that's located on the side of the property. As already stated, this is a homesteader property with no life safety issues that is occupied. This case was brought to me actually by Officer Kirsten while doing a sweep of my area when she's referring to speaking to the guy. He brought it to my attention that she made a couple of complaints and wanted her husband cited for issues that were going on. I did follow up on it and found that there was an issue with a couple of vehicles that were on the side swell. I haven't had any contact with the property owner or anyone from that home until at this present time. They have been moved from the swell to the side of the house, but at this time the violations still remain. I do have pictures if you would like to see.
Please.
Okay, Ms. Dukas, the code officer showed you pictures?
Yeah,
This
that's
is
my
your car?
personal car.
Okay.
And the decal is really of January. Those things were taken off of the car.
Okay.
The decal was there, but like I said, I'm going to sell the car because I can't afford to fix it.
Okay.
All of the decals were off the car that was parked there.
We understand. Okay.
Reviewing photographs that were taken of a white vehicle on this date, 3/6/2013, and the property owner is present and has indicated that this is her car.
Can you,
I'm sorry, go
you
ahead.
can give me a month, I would have it sold. Oh.
Okay, so we'll table it for 30 days? All right. All right, 30 days, ma'am. If it's not resolved, we expect to see you back here in April, on April 3rd.
Right. Okay, thank you for coming tonight. We'll send you some paperwork in the mail.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
Appreciate it.
Kevin, I'm in court right now. Can I call you later? No problem. All right, if we're ready to go on, we'll go back to agenda item 21. Dorothy Martin for the property at 990 Northeast 139th Street, case CEBMP 2013 00008. This is a new case opened by Code Officer Fitzel on February 11, 2013. The case will be presented by Ms. Christie. Good evening, folks.
Good evening.
Would you please state your name for the record?
I'm Dorothy Martin, the owner of the property.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, if you're going to be testifying, please.
My name is Akila Passe, and I'm her daughter. And I live at the property.
Thank you, Ms. Passe. Okay, Ms. Christie will give us the particulars on this case.
Officer Christie, Code Compliance, on behalf of Officer Fitzel. Property was cited with a BMP for construction of a shed in the rear of the property. Mail was sent to the property owner. I noted that in the building department, they did apply for a permit on Monday, or they put the paperwork in. As of today, the permit has not been issued, and just this afternoon, the property owner made contact with me to verify if I saw anything in the computer, which all I saw was that they did put in the paperwork to apply for a permit. I do have pictures of the shed in the rear for the record.
Thank you.
I am reviewing photograph that has been submitted by the code enforcement officer of the shed. And ma'am, is this your property?
Yes.
And the shed is located on your property, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
I understand the violation, and as she stated, I did apply for the permit, and I am waiting to hear back from them. I had a
Okay.
couple of missteps with trying to get the right things that was needed for it.
Okay. We want to table it?
Yes, Your Honor, seeing that the property owner has taken steps to apply for the permit, it is now just waiting for the city to issue the permit, which will close this case. We would recommend case be tabled to the next hearing on April 3rd. Should the permit be issued prior to that, this case will close and you will not have to come back.
Could we also put on record that she needs to bring in all the other items that they're requiring from her to complete the process?
Yeah,
I just want to say that I spoke with them today, and they said they have everything. So they said now they're just waiting for it to, for the city to issue it. But they have the like they have everything. Because they actually called me today. Like they actually called me twice today, and she told me that they have everything.
Good.
When I last spoke with her.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right, we'd ask you to stay in touch with the code officer assigned to your case, and as soon as you get the permit, you need to notify our office so we can close the case in the computer.
Thank you.
All right? Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to continue with agenda item 41. 41 on the agenda for the property owned by Olympia Auto at 830 Northwest under 22nd Street, KCEODS 2012-00100. This case was opened on September 11, 2012. It was adjudicated on December 5th, 2012 with an abatement date of January 2nd, 2013. The case was heard in January, tabled to February, and then again heard in February, tabled to March. And at the in March hearing, it was noted that there would be no further continuances on this case. Mark, if you would please state your name for the record.
Mark Anthony Otto.
And you are your relationship to the property.
The resident and the son of the owner.
Thank you very much. Ms. Sanders, if you would please give us a status report on the property today in this particular violation for outdoor storage.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. As of today, I inspected the property about 1:30, and full compliance as requested has not been met.
Do you have any photographs?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I am looking at photographs presented by the code enforcement officer. These photos were taken on this date, 3/6/2013. I'm just taking this opportunity to review some old photographs so that I can refresh my recollection, because I remember you, Mr. Otto, and I remember your case. I am actually surprised to see you back here today.
Well, when you're ready for me, Magistrate, I have some. Wait, gotcha.
Sure. I'm still seeing a lot of trash, a lot of debris. Here.
May I show you my photos?
Yes, Mr. Otto.
May I approach the bench?
Yes, you can give it to Mr. Graham.
Okay, well, I mean, can I just relay some more about to see how that go back and forth? I'm sure she knows. Well, let me click on a few. Well, it's not that. It's an old phone. Let me just show you.
Just so that we get on the record, he's showing you pictures. He called me. He wanted me to come back about 4:30, 5 o'clock, but my day was ending and I had to take pictures of my other violations, so he's showing pictures.
I appreciate that. I mean, she usually comes towards the end where I do the most work, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that it's different stuff.
I'm sorry, sir. You have to go back to the podium because you're not being recorded.
I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that it's not the same debris. I don't leave that way
24/7. When I'm finishing at the property, I don't leave it out in the yard like that. I'm making a pile, and I can show you that it's not the same debris. I can show you it's a different pile for each week. I have some stuff out there early because Officer Sanders was working with me. She said, "Go ahead and just put it out. You don't have to wait for Monday. That way, it won't look like it's on the property." And the pictures will show. If I could only show you the earlier pictures, even the city's pictures to mine, that everything is getting done. I'm doing the best that I can. I realize now I'm going to have to hire somebody. It's somebody I actually work for, my friend Antoine, who has a trash removal service, and I'm just going to have to ask for Tuscany's help. I mean, hopefully he'll work with me. I really don't have money, but maybe I can work it off with him. But I know now that I need help with this. It's just a one-man show with me, and I need to hire somebody. If I can just, have that. But I'd like to show you the pictures. I can definitely show you the level of work being done. You can definitely see compared to the earlier shots.
I'll be happy if you can
Okay.
pass it forward and just tell me where
All right.
to.
And I mean, I have them in here. I just don't have them developed. I mean, I have them in here as well to develop.
When you go to options, though, you have to blow it up. It's a pain, but full view, and it shows that, and then you clear it, and when you go back to the small one, you click it over to the next one, and then you have to hit full view. It's like 10 pictures up to the part where you see like an inside of a restaurant. That's when. it's like
Okay,
10
just show me how to scroll.
If you can scroll with the right click, and if you can blow up for full view, this is how my yard looks like when I'm done
So I have
working
to
for the
push
day.
okay?
There's 10 very important shots there. It'll show all that removed. All that is gone. All that's what's in those pictures. But it does show the truth about it. It shows how the porch looks. When you get to the porch, that's how the porch still looks. It's just very much more removed.
The porch looks kind of crowded.
It
I'd
does.
like to give
I
an
have-
opportunity to the code enforcement officer. We want to make sure that we're looking at the right
Well,
spot.
could I actually
Would you like
show?
me to approach?
Mhm.
Yes, please,
Yeah.
if you can.
And could Officer
Show
Sanders
her.
definitely look at? She'll see exactly.
She's
I know the city's camera shows me working, but that shows the results of the way I leave the property and how everything is when I'm done. You have to blow it up though. If you can click to the right and then, I'm sorry. It's old. It's not a smartphone. It's old. I had a long time.
We have the same phones.
Yeah.
The city has the same.
Oh, okay.
So
I have another phone full of pictures, but it's my work phone. I had to leave with my boss, but he lets me take.
All right, I have
And-
reviewed the photographs that you have provided to us. I'd like to give the code enforcement officer an opportunity to tell me, only
What?
because
Can I show the Can I show the council my pictures? Because she's seeing 1:30, and this is 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m., just before coming to the last bus to get me here on time.
Okay.
Council, I've got to show you mine if you're willing to.
okay.
That's while I'm working. This is how I leave the property. This is how my neighbors see it when I'm gone. Except for when I'm, going to the restroom or something. I'm not talking about little stuff, but at the end of the day, when I'm done working, this is how it looks. Let me show you.
And I'd like to hear from the code enforcement officer. Is this the same location that he's showing me? Is it the same spot?
I apologize, but I can barely see it, so I can't confirm. I can't confirm if
I
it
took
if it
pictures
is
of
a
vehicle. I took pictures of surrounding vehicles for you guys to see. I took every shot, every angle that she does. I know that my phone can't compare to you guys' phone, but a camera. But let me show you. Hold on one second. It definitely is. The fence, everything. The fence line, I'm between two white metal fences. It definitely is the same property.
I wholeheartedly apologize, but I can barely see it. It's dark and it's small. I can only show what I saw yesterday, and then he called and asked me, can I come back today? And this is what I saw today as of 1:30.
But,
So-
I mean, she usually, honestly, if you ask her, she always comes towards the end of the day for me when I'm done, not in the middle of work.
But here's what
Can I
I'm
show you,
not
Councilman?
understanding.
Yes. Touch
What
my
I'm
feet.
not understanding is I'm not clear on what you're telling me that these are new. These are new garbage.
Oh, all right, let's put it this way. I use the porch as a storage area. This is it in a nutshell. It was way high and way full. I didn't know the weather was getting to it. As I'm removing things, this is the result. Boxes break, the bottom falls out. I'm removing stuff that I did not realize was that deteriorated. I'm going through said things, and what's good goes to storage, what's bad goes on the pile. That's it. That was completely full. I could dig up some old pictures before I was even cited. We used to have that screened in. When the hurricane took that front, this wouldn't even be an issue. When the hurricane took that front door away, you could see the things inside on the porch area. You used to not. It used to be an enclosed area. Nobody paid it any mind. 830 was written on the outside, no problem. Now that that's gone, you can see what's inside, and of course you can see what I'm going through, what I'm cleaning. It was all the way to the hilt, to the roof. I mean, you could walk past, you could go to the door. That was never blocked. But all the stuff was piled up, and I can show you that. I mean, I can show you how empty it is now. I have the other pictures on the other phone, but I can show you exactly how. Let me just approach her. And give me a second. Ann?
What's that?
This is the latest pile that's out there right now. That's Officer Sanders says I was allowed to keep it. I know it's early. It should be really there on Saturday or at least Sunday. Okay. You can't tell, but that's 12 bags. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. This is the property. This is just an overview. Hold on, and I'll show. You can tell the tree that she helped me out to keep. I trimmed. That is my property. That's a full view 830. How nothing. Center area is the trouble spot right there. And thanks for giving me time, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Right, let me show you.
He's just showing the same photographs to the city attorney. It's not anything new.
But they show exactly the way it looks now, not the way it looked at 1 p.m. And that's the critical part. Just real quick, fence line. That is my neighbor's fence line. That's the Spanish guys to my left. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay. This is an accurate view of how bad the porch is. I didn't hold anything back. This is what my porch
Okay,
looks like.
guys, they really want you.
All the way there. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Otto?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can go back. You can go back to the podium, and you can restate what is it that you were saying to the city attorney.
All right, the crux of everything, the basic thing that I want to tell you is it was all the way piled this high, the boxes and things that I was storing there when it was an enclosed area. Now it's all the way down to like knee level. I got rid of the big furnitures. Whether they were good, I gave them away or sold them. Whether they were bad, they were thrown out. And I know Officer Sanders has come by. She probably saw furniture before. If she came by on a Friday or Saturday, she said you can put it out Friday or Saturday. But right now, I'm just putting things out as fast as I can, even early. Mostly just black bags. I double them up. Usually, nothing happens to them. People don't. That's what you're seeing right now. It's all little stuff. I'm down to the little stuff. I still think I'll need help. I just need help with Antoine just helping me cart it away and bag it. Like we work together, we do that. And I know he'll help me out. I'll have to give him some money, but I know I can get this done. I mean, I don't need a month. I'm not asking for that. I know that we only meet every month, but if you could just give me just a little bit more time, I'm practically done. These are the same pictures. It shows the same areas of the house, and all I have is I'm working in the porch area. And you will see that is not the same stuff as earlier pictures taken, not at all. The containers are different, and just some of the things are different. You'll see, chairs are not there anymore, whatever, things like that.
If I can, my concern is this stuff is out there during the day. Summer will soon be here. I mean, and I know he's saying he doesn't leave it like this at night, but it shouldn't even be out there even in the day. It was compacted, as he's saying, and I've stated even before. It's so compact that when he moves stuff, it even seems like nothing is being moved. But right now, and I do apologize, but this has been going on since September. we can't keep, dragging this along.
I want it done as much as you guys do. I want to be able to put my weights there. Believe me, I want to be able to live in my space that is my porch. But I'm telling you now, it's hard to do it with just one person. I just know now I need help. I'll just ask for my friend. My boss actually has not permanently fired me. He's let me go. He says, "Here's $100. Get this done so you don't have to take any more time off." And that, I could still work sporadically with other people, but my main job has let me off because he knows this is a problem, and he knows that I've been taking too much time off for this. He goes, "I can't count on you right now. Resolve this, come back, show me the abatement letter." He's even wanting me to do this. He funded me $100 to, that's not a lot, but it'll probably at least help out. And maybe I can just work the rest off with Antoine as he needs me for his jobs that he has all around the city.
Counsel?
I believe at the last hearing you stated that there would be no further continuances.
I did. And the truth of the matter is, Mr. Otto, we have given you extensions upon extensions just so that we can try to work with you to give you the opportunity to get this done. And each time I would tell you, Mr. Otto, this is the last time. You need to get it done. You need to seek help. Whatever you need to do, it needs to be done. And here we are. This is a case that was cited back in September. And if we're just removing debris and garbage and furnitures, I can't understand why we are back here in March and we're still discussing the same issue. So I have to agree with the city attorney. I have to agree with the code enforcement officer. And I do find that the violations still exist. And I will ratify the, what was it, the fine of $25 per day.
I'll just have to file bankruptcy, I guess. I don't know what, maybe you guys can steer me in the right way. There's no way I can pay that, because I know that that's going to be levied from all those months. I don't have that kind of money at all. And then currently I'm not even employed right now.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I could understand, Special Magistrate, if things weren't getting done. My picture shows things getting done. And my pictures that I haven't developed yet do too, but I'm showing you the levels of it getting done and things being taken away. I can show you the trash truck taking them away. I'm sorry, it's not, I still had to work. I still have a life. I'm making this, job priority number one outside of my own job, which I don't even have anymore. I'm not doing anything for fun. I just go to church on Sunday. That's it. I have no other things that I do but do this around work.
The only thing that I can suggest to you is get it done as soon as possible, and contact the code enforcement officer so she can go back and update her report and close the case. That's all I can advise you. But for us here, this matter is
Will I be
over.
able to seek be able to help? Can I work off this fine? Is there any way? I don't have any monies at all to pay for this. No bank account, nothing saved up. I'm working, hand and mouth. I don't have any recourse I don't have this money anywhere to be able to tap into to pay these fines. Not at all.
Contact the city and see what can be done
After the case is closed.
after the case is closed.
Well, then I guess there's going to be late fees on top of that, right? And then it just compounds. Is that how it's set up to do, and for the house to be taken away? I'm just asking. I just want to know what I'm dealing with.
Well, the goal is not to take your house away,
I just paid
Mr.
$800 of taxes, Special Magistrate, and I still owe last year's. Or I paid last year's, I still owe this year's.
I understand, and I've always given you the opportunity to explain and let us know what's going on with you and with the property. It's just that it keeps going on and on and on.
Now I have the wherewithal to get help, though. I thought I could do it by myself. Is there any chance? I mean, now I have the wherewithal to at least give this guy some money and offer him to pay off, to work off the rest that I accrue with him.
Which means you're going to be able to do it sooner rather than later. And as I said, once it's done, contact the city attorney. Contact the code enforcement officer and let her know so she can come back and do a follow-up report.
How
and close
many
the
months
case.
back will the fines go? I mean, this is going to be thousands?
It starts today.
Okay,
The clock starts today.
roger that.
As soon as you can get it done, the better.
Okay.
So if you tomorrow clean it up,
Yeah.
you'll only have to pay $25.
Roger that.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Otto.
Thank you for appearing tonight,
Thank
Mr. Otto.
Bye.
Okay, the next case is agenda item 28. Jamie and Doria Collins. Okay, for the property at 1340 Northeast 139th Street, case CEEXP 2013-00009. This is Code Officer Clark's case, I believe. New case open on January 15, 2013. And this is to clean or paint the mildew-stained awnings. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Your name, please, for the record.
James Collins.
Thanks, Mr. Collins. And you received the notice of violation. Did you understand what's required in order to resolve this?
Yes.
You have to clean the awnings?
Yes.
Okay.
Whose case is it?
Mr. Clark? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to hear from the code officer and see any photos he has, and then we'll let you speak to the court. EXP 09, Jamie Collins, EXP, on the awnings.
Wayne Clark, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is in reference to a case for the exterior paint conditions of the window awnings. Today, the property is still in the same condition. And this is the first time I've seen this young man here. How you doing? Nobody has responded up to tonight in reference to the simple remedy. I'd like to submit the photos for the record. The property is also homesteaded. And I'd like to show the defendant the photos for the record.
Yeah. That's right. Yes, sir.
From the east side of the property.
And for the record, the property owners identified this as his house.
Okay.
And that was out there today, and it's still in the same condition.
Okay. Reviewing photographs which have been submitted by the code enforcement officer dated 3/6/2013. Thank you. Sir, do you understand the violation?
Yes.
Do you know what you need to do?
Well, I need to paint it and fix the problem. The thing is, I got the house for 13 years now. It's the first time happened this. The last year was terrible, my economy, and I tried to do it, but it's really short money. I don't have a job right now. 2 or 3 days working for a few pennies to support my wife and pay the other bills. And I know the cost for painting the house is around $400. You know, it's 2 containers of paint and primer or something like that. And the other thing, I'm sick. I got problem in my knee. I got arthrosis, and I problem in my back. Something weird. I don't have insurance to go to the doctor. So many things happen. This is not excuses. I know I had to resolve the problem. It's my house. I love my house. No, but that is the situation. It's a shame for me, be here for that matter. I will try to resolve as soon as I can. So I need little time as possible.
Yes, sir.
And let me add this also. Upon taking the photos today and doing the reinspection, I did note that the roof was completely covered with a blue tarp, and that wasn't such the case when I first opened the case. And so I don't know if it's relevant at this time. You know, maybe he does need more time because now he's in a worse situation. As we can see, the whole roof is damaged between the time that the case was opened to now. And I don't know if it makes sense for it to maybe he could pressure clean them, or you know, clean them off with some Clorox, or just make it look a little more decent than what it does, and that will be sufficient, you know.
You understand what the code enforcement officer has stated, sir?
About the pressure washer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I need a machine. I don't have a machine. I came last week to the city, but a lady attended me, told me nobody here can help about that. You don't have a machine, nothing like that. It's I can rent the Home Depot. It's around $80, $100. So this
You know, just get a brush and some bleach in a bucket, a soap and water and a brush, and scrub it off and rinse it off with a regular water hose. And I guarantee you it'll look even better.
I can do it with the regular hose?
Yeah, with just regular soap and water and bleach in a bucket, and scrub it and rinse it down. And we'll see what we come up with.
Can you get that done in the next 30 days?
Yes, I'm going to do.
Okay, so we're going to reset this matter for 30 days. We're giving you 30 days to get it done. Get your son, daughters, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
to help you. Just make it look nice so that when the officer shows up, he sees that you actually did something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you, Mr. Collins, for coming tonight. All right. The next two cases